I'm Sharon and welcome to KG.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a vegan, fusion, and healthier version of army base stew called 부대찌개. 부대 being the army base and 찌개 being the stew. And it's gonna be a cross between tomato stew and army base stew, so you would call it tomato stew 부대찌개. And no, I did not come up with this. Apparently, it's becoming popular among young people in Korea, and a good friend of mine in Korea has mentioned this to me recently, and of course I had to try it, and it was so tasty. Normally, it's loaded with a bunch of different processed meats for a reason that I'll mention towards the end of the video, but I will not be putting any processed meats today, but I promise you, it's gonna taste like a real good 부대찌개, so keep on watching and let's get started. Okay, we're going to make a small portion that's about 1 to 2 servings only. We'll need fermented vegan kimchi that's been roughly chopped. This is canned whole peeled tomato. I'm using the organic Italian one. I've tried using fresh tomato and it does work, but this actually tastes much better. So you could use other canned choices like pureed or diced. Here I'm using Korean soup soy sauce, 국간장, but you could use any other type you have. I have vegetable bouillon here. I'm using the Better Than Bouillon vegetable base. This one's really tasty, but if you have the cube one like this, you could also use this, or the rich and deep Korean veggie broth with some extra salt. That will work as well. I'm using fresh tofu here and yubu that's been already rinsed in hot water to remove some oil. If you have smoked tofu, you could use that as well. It'll go really well with this. Mixed vegetables, mushrooms, any type you have. Baked beans, this is the organic vegetarian one. Make sure it's vegetarian or vegan because many of them contain meat ingredients. And since it's like a Korean Italian fusion, I'm also adding some rotini. You could use any type of pasta you like, and smoked paprika here. This will create that smoky taste that you get from all those processed meats. And of course, water. Okay, we're going to start by making the sauce or the broth first. I'm putting in the tomato, gochujang, gochugaru. I'm always trying to aim for medium spicy, so you could add less or more according to your liking. 국간장, Korean soup soy sauce, garlic cloves, and the vegetable bouillon, and water. You know, you really don't have to blend this, but I didn't want to chop the garlic, so I'm gonna blend this. Oh, and if you're gonna use the cubed ones like this, just use half. We now need to put everything together in a shallow pan. I'm using a small frying pan here. Green onions, zucchini, mixed mushrooms. I'm using king oyster mushroom, some oyster mushroom, some yubu, kimchi in the middle, put some tofu, baked beans, pasta, some enoki mushroom. And we're going to pour all of the broth or the sauce. You could also add like dumplings, rice cake, ramen noodles, udon noodles, glass noodles, or top it up with some vegan cheese as well. Just keep in mind that you might need more water or broth later. We're going to bring this to a boil and simmer for about 8 minutes. We're now going to add the smoked paprika. If you added this along with the sauce earlier, the flavor just wouldn't stay strong. So you could have a taste. You can add salt and pepper according to your liking. I'm only gonna put some pepper because it's got perfect saltiness for me. Budae-jjigae is normally shared with a few people as a hot pot, so you could start eating while it boils. Okay, so let's have a taste. Some kimchi. 잘 먹겠습니다. So good. You know, I didn't add any processed meat. And I don't know if it's because of the tomato, but it's just so full of umami. Wow. I really highly recommend making this at home. It's just so easy to make. You don't even need any complicated broth. And it's really healthier, but I'm not gonna say it's super healthy though, because the sodium level is still there, but compared to the original one, and the taste, just so addictive. So this is tomato stew budae-jjigae. I hope you enjoyed my recipe today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye! You may already know about the sad history behind this budae-jjigae, but you know, budae-jjigae is really reflective of the post-Korean wartime when food was very scarce. And some people were lucky enough to get their hands on some American processed foods like Spam, baked beans, ham, sausages, etc. from the US military base. And to feed more people, they chose to put them in soups or stews, but it was too greasy for Koreans. So they decided to put kimchi. And up until today, budae-jjigae is one of the most popular hot pot stew in Korea. And I know some of you might say, that's not budae-jjigae, call it something else, because it's lacking the most crucial ingredient, the processed meats. But I think what's more important is to actually remember what happened and appreciate what we have available now and really think about what we may not have in the future.